I came across the McClune House online approximately 18 months ago, a little bit longer than that. I wasn't looking for a house at that point in time, nor was I looking for a mid-century house or a Boyd house. And I came across the property online and it just captured me. It just absolutely overtook me. And funnily enough, my partner was at a conference in Queensland at the time, and I rang her and I said, I found a house, to which she said, "What are you talking about? You're not looking for a house." And 10 days later, I bought it and moved in not long afterwards. So I lived there with my partner, Jill, and her two kids, Harry, who's 20, and Abby, who's 17. I've always lived in Bayside, Melbourne, around Hampton, Sandringham, and those sort of areas. And my partner Jill has grown up on the peninsula. So all kids have their own bedrooms and own ensuite bathrooms. The 20-year-old Harry has direct access from the front of the house, so he comes and goes. He's the ghost who walks. We don't know whether he's home or not, which suits him just fine. And there's good separation for the other bedrooms in other parts of the house, with great outlooks either into the gardens or to the very curated courtyards into the property as well. And it's a combination of a unique piece of architecture that I thought could work really well for my family, and a very unique, dynamic piece of land which it sits on as well. It's a large block of land, or large by Melbourne suburban standards. It's just over an acre. It's 4,080 square metres. And it's a really dynamic piece of land. It's got some beautiful, large, mature gum trees right through the property. And it has two watercourses. So the property, ultimately the house sits on the plateau, and the property falls away in two directions from the house, directly down to the bottom where there's a large creek and a valley that runs from a reservoir right down into Port Phillip Bay. And uniquely, it's also got another tributary, another watercourse that runs parallel to the house from the front of the block to the back of the block. So the animal life's fantastic. We have sugar gliders and great bird life and lots of other things. There are koalas in the immediate area, but I'm yet to see one, unfortunately. And when it rains, it's fantastic. You've got these two creeks that are really interesting to watch, really good fun to watch. It's interesting, with modern architecture, everything seems to be on show. It's all about the facade and look at the size, look at the grandiosity from the street and those types of things, where the McClune House is exactly the opposite, and that suits me just fine. It gives away very little from the street, and you walk in through the front door, or the front gate, so to speak, and you're in this amazing courtyard, central courtyard. The architecture of the home is built around a very large central courtyard in the middle. And it becomes a living room when the weather's good enough. All the doors open, or most of the central doors open onto the central courtyard. So when the weather's warm, we are forever walking through and looking at and enjoying, the ponds and the fish and those types of things in there. So it's full of mystery, the house. It's and for people to see the house for the first time, they're very surprised. You turn a corner, you don't know what's coming next. Sometimes there's narrowish hallways and tall doorways and those types of things. I'd worked in property in Bayside over the years, so obviously Beaumaris was a hotspot. There's quite a few Robin Boyd houses in Beaumaris, so I'd had some experience there. Yeah, and the whole Beaumaris modern movement is so strong, and for me that's always my favourite type of house down in Beaumaris. So that was probably my exposure to Robin Boyd down there. Yeah, the truth be known, it's a 1969 weatherboard, so there's maintenance. That's fine, that's part of it. You know that when you buy it, and it's all very manageable. The previous owners added a fantastic pool to the property, so that's very popular during summer. It offers fantastic indoor-outdoor lifestyle. It's a great entertaining house, so we're doing more entertaining than we did in our previous houses, I think it's fair to say. And as a result of the original design and the landscape design over the years since the house was originally built, you can sit in the dining room, for example, and you look west over a small valley, which is quintessential Australian bush setting, gum trees and those types of things. Yet if you look over your shoulder the other way, you're looking into a tropical courtyard and into the middle. So 2 of the 3 bedrooms have outlooks into their own very private courtyard. So that's another nice touch. We often find ourselves sitting in the courtyard of our bedroom. That's again tropical in its plantings and its landscape design. And so yeah, it's unique. It's a one-off, and it captured me, this house, like no other property ever has in the first place. And I'm happy to say in the 18 months we've since been, I still feel the same way, which is great.